I'll walk back and see it from this angle. I'm a little more comfortable walking in towards the traffic than away from it. I gotta check my legs to make sure I don't have any ticks. I don't know if there's a lot of ticks. I will say this, that there isn't a whole lot of insects. I haven't seen that many. Maybe it's too hot for them, too sunny. The radiation kills them off. I don't know. There's also not a lot of birds, probably because they not so many insects. I don't know. And there must be bees to fertilize the. Somebody's pollinating the plants, because there's plenty of plants everywhere. And of course, this is the place for tea. So I don't know if I don't remember if I filmed the tea house thing, but I've gone to a couple different tea houses where that's all you get there. You get tea. Well, you get a little snack, maybe, you know, a little something to munch on, and people drink tea, and a lot of times they smoke cigarettes, because lots of Chinese smoke cigarettes. The younger Chinese, not so much. You know, I mean, Maya's nephew, Dan, I don't know how to say his name. They call him Didan. He smokes, but yeah, her family is a bunch of smokers, which is not good for the health, as we know. Listening for a car. Here it comes. Oh, there's a lizard. See the lizard? Okay. Buddy. Yeah, not like any lizard I've ever seen. Almost like a snake. This comes in a truck. Okay. I think I'm safe. Fortunately, in this area, there's a lot of gas-powered vehicles, so they make more noise than in the city. In the city, you really don't hear them coming. Here's that wall, the house. I guess there's another wall on the end. It's still standing, but you see a lot, you know, this is new construction. This is not 200 years old. This is beautiful. And yet they maintain the, you know, the old traditions that, you know, you look at, you know, these things are where they hang their clothes to dry, or tablecloths for the restaurants, or, you know, so they have these bamboo things. You know, pretty basic construction. I wouldn't work in my neighborhood because it's too windy. It would blow them apart. So I'll walk down to the other end of the town. You'll see I'm going to pass by some people. I'll say ni hao or whatever, or hello. I made me some delicious food, but it's not as good as Maya's sister's. I have to say, her family is outstanding cooks. They could definitely have a restaurant. Easy if they, but a restaurant is a hard business. It's really a lot of work. People that I know who've done it say, "Oh my God." It's at least a 12-hour day every day. So he asked me if I want to. Hello. So they have a lot of these little shrines in the houses too, you know. This is the little store where I bought my little sweet muffins that I have just in case I get hungry before it's dinner time. Yeah, that's the main store. It has soda and cigarettes and beer and all kinds of stuff. They took a delivery last night. Oh, there's stacks of bamboo. There's no shortage of that around here. No dearth of bamboo. These look like some kind of squash, don't they? You know, like zucchini or something like that. Oh, and that's what it is. It's zucchini. I saw a bunch of these kind of, you know, we used to grow zucchini on the ground, but this is the way to grow it, up in the air, so it doesn't rot. And, you know, anyway, so this is all pretty cool. Here I am, 2 hours from a gigantic major city of over 3 million people, and here we have the simple ways. There's an electric car right there. Barely heard him coming. So this is me, Albert Bouchard in China. And I have to say, don't believe what they tell you about this place. It's amazing. It is amazing. Chinese are amazing, and China itself is amazing. They have the will, and they have the resources to do anything they want to do, as long as they keep their people happy, which they seem to be doing quite a good job. Here's a farm over here. You see, they don't grow just one crop. I mean, they grow the tea and stuff, but there's all these other things that grow here on this mountain. We are on a mountain, and it's very fertile mountain. So anyway, I'm not going to go any farther because there's no shoulder here, and I don't want to get run over. That would be a horrible ending to a great trip. So yeah, I know from experience, vacations are dangerous. You have to be careful with vacations that you don't do something too crazy and kill yourself. Something drying in the sun here. No idea what it is, but it's cool. It's, you know, it's there's more people outside at night when the sun goes down, because it's really, you know, I'm getting quite moist under this extremely comfortable jacket. And you see these drainage ditches, you know, so you know, they know how to handle rain here. You're not going to see this place getting flooded with global warming. Plus, we're like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure exactly, but I would say we're a quarter to a half mile above sea level. So, yeah, all the polar ice caps could melt, and water wouldn't still come up here. So anyway, this is a pretty nice area. Huh? See, there's a little stream. And that was my room up there that I stayed in, which was just as nice as this one. And anyway, I'm gonna see if my video is finished rendering and make another vlog or 2 or 3 or 4. So I'm gonna have a lot of Chinese vlogs, I think. So we'll see how it goes. Doesn't look foggy in my eyes. Look at this place. How amazing is this? Look at over there. See that mansion? And then there's like a little shack. Like something I would build. So you see all people walking down this street, no shoulders. But there is something you need to understand about driving in China, and that is that people, they don't really stick to one side of the road. They kind of drive on whatever side they need to be, and when another car or some obstacle comes, they move to the other side, the proper side. So they'll move to the right if a car is coming towards them. Otherwise, they drive in the middle. So, I don't know, maybe there's something to that. If you do that in the United States, people get upset with you. They have a line. They have a line in the middle of the road, supposedly designating where you can drive, but I don't know, maybe the roads just aren't wide enough, so to take it in the middle. Anyway, I noticed that Maya drives like that, and even though she learned to drive in the United States, she drives like a Chinese. So, something to understand. So I was just getting ready to go to sleep and thinking I was going to stay for another day, and the family decided they wanted to go back to Fuzhou that night because traffic would be better. So here we are going back. I was trying to take pictures of the towns we went through, but it was too hard with the darkness. I did this vlog 2 years ago, I guess it was 2 years ago, about China and how great China is, even though I'd never been there. And now I'm here. You'll see, I've had a lot of experiences and seen a lot of amazing things. So I'm going to put them in this video and you'll see. See you next time.